EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson looking to throw right away. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play one.
Now a 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. A throw taken in by Tylan Wallace. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
13.
Now Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Play action. Now Jackson. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
This year. 180. Yeah.
To throw is Jackson. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete, left side to Bateman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Henry up the middle. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Hey.
Jackson now. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great play there with an amazing diving catch. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. And he's got it inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers, 54 yards. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jackson. Forced out to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. You. Sit up.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 28 yards. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. That's caught. It's Flowers. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. This one into the hands of Aguilar. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Isaiah Likely
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Tucker now to add the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
He's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
They run wide side with Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
And this guy can be everywhere. Kyle Hamilton getting there to drop him for a loss.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Now Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. His throw incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Change it.
Looking to throw. Jackson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Hey, middle. No, we change it.
After the interception, here's Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I'm sure after he caught the ball and looked up, he thought to himself, uh-oh. Trying to find some space, trying to make people miss. But a swarm of defenders were there, and they dropped him behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Hey, middle.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Henry is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Here's Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll try the right side with Henry. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Back now in Baltimore, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. On reading. Ready, shot. Yeah. Sit up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 54 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Hey, report. Shut up.
Inside handoff, Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Henry running right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So it's a win here for the Ravens, and it was just too much Lamar Jackson. He really played well.
Yeah, you had to like what you saw. He was on point the whole game. Wound up going over 300 yards with 3 touchdown passes. That will definitely get the job done.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And we're underway here in South Philly. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing to begin. It's Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Brought in by the tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Hey, Silver. 63.
To the air again, Hurts. And he'll go right back to Goedert. He's got it again. Back-to-back targets, back-to-back completions. That one for 16 and the 1st down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a 1st down.
Hurts again. Over the middle to his tight end, Goedert. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Again, Hurts. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Johnny Wilson. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Hardy now with the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Now the first carry for King Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Going up top and looking for Andrews. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert 1st downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we'll get a 2nd and goal when we return. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. It's up and good. And the Ravens come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Great, set.
Now Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Dotson, the man in motion. On second down, Hurts. He's got his tight end, Goddard, working the middle of the field. On first down, it's Hurts. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Hurts looking to throw on first down. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. To throw on second down is Hurts. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, 73, 73.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
You change it.
A first down throw for Jackson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
No, we change it. Hey, middle.
Jackson now. A deep shot for Aguilar. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
63, pass. 73.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Elliott's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in South Philly, and the Eagles are on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Hardy now with the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now, Jackson. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, Jackson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Jackson looking to throw. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That's caught! And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Again, it's Jackson. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Jackson up top again. That's caught. Derrick Henry. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. From the 1, 2nd and goal. Henry tries to pull his way in. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. You see it here on this last play. Great job here. No gain. Forced 3rd down.
3rd and goal for Jackson. And he's in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. Extra point try now for Tucker. He knocks it through. And the Ravens are on top. It's 14-10. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. The open receiver is Dodson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Hurts to the air on 1st down. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
To the air again, Hurts. He's got it at about the 8. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
Great, set.
Man in motion is Smith. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. And a big collision there, down near the goal line, keeps him out of the end zone. Here now, second down and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This is fielded inside the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. From the gun, Jackson going up top and looking for Andrews. And this will be incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it's going to bring up third down. Back to throw, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. A gain there of 11. Good for a Raven first down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's across midfield. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's second down and 3. To the air one more time with Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. To throw is Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Fowl. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come up now for second down. Throwing Jackson. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. Now, first and goal.
No, we changed it.
Here's Jackson. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal. Jackson now. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. A point after now, from Tucker. It's up and through. And the Ravens move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On play action, Hurts. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Down to a knee here goes Jackson. And that should do it. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Just about set for football. Blake Groupie is ready to get us started. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Demario Davis able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss. And it takes us to 4th down as well. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return is Pettis. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
We're good.
Here's Carr to throw. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Kamara up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Odafe Owe.
Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they get
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It's a gain of 35.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
6-0 our score after one.
With the score, Saints 6, Ravens nothing.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Right side, there's Likely with it. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Jackson from the shotgun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
Again, Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
13. 180. Nice shot. 180. Yo.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Carr going to throw. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Ford Field. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Goff going to look to throw right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Owe. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Jackson going for it all. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, 26 yards. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now it's gone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover. The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
No touch that. No touch.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
No touch that. No touch.
They'll go to Barkley again. Down the left sideline, Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 66 yards. And the Eagles need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Hey, report. Report. 80. Middle. Cut.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Jackson. Flushed out right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
To throw again is Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now Jackson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Tylan Wallace, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A first down carry for Barkley. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
No touch.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Running left, it's Barkley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive.
and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
A handoff, Barkley running left. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Now a 2nd and 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing is Jackson. Going long here for Wallace. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series. They're definitely settling in now and letting it be known the points won't come so easy again.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 131 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They go play action with Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. C.J. Uzomah from 6 yards away. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Jackson to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Jackson now. And that is incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
That'll be caught. Wallace hauls it in. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tylan Wallace, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
73, 73, hey, 73, 73.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. To throw is Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tylan Wallace, 34 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From the gun, Jackson. He's able to find Wallace. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Hey, middle. Report. Go.
And Jackson throwing once more. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Operating from the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal. They go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Play action. Here's Hurts sliding out of the pocket. There's a short one caught by Uzama. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Michael Pierce.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
The slot man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a 1st down. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
But 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. A handoff to Barkley. And that should do it. He's got a 1st down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
Another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go, here in Baltimore. That one over the back line of the end zone. The touchback means the drive will start at the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. Open man is Tylan Wallace. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Play action now. Jackson. Going up top and looking for Flowers.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. They'll go again here with Henry. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. That's taken in. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. First and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Odafe Owe bursting in and recording the sack.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there. This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson up top again. Open man, that's Bateman downfield. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. To the air one more time with Jackson. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Darius Washington. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense. You're
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go, here in Baltimore. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Yeah! There we go! Watch it! What do you think?
Dak gonna put it up right away. Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. They'll run with Dowdle. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Cowboys will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Jackson now. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
Middle. Alpha, sit on. Hey.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Again, it's Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Yeah, there we go. Wait, check. We're going to 54. 1-8.
Prescott now. That's down the field for Lamb. That's hard. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Hey, 47.
Prescott on first down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. To the goal line and in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
They'll run former K-State product Deuce Vaughn, and he'll get about 5. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw is Prescott. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Dowdle.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. In this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. A big play there on 4th down. Good for an even 20.
Here we go.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's out of bounds in great shape down at the 15-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Dak to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back.
To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown. Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A first down throw for Jackson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Jackson now on second down. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Play action now. Jackson. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over just shy of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Here we go, kill. 26.
To throw is Dak. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. Oh, yeah. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Prescott. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Now, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
3rd and goal for Prescott. Pass pulled in by Vaughn. And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It sets up 4th down. To the air again. Prescott. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal.
Hey, middle.
Back near his goal line, Jackson. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think?
A shotgun snap for Prescott. That one downfield for Cooks. And that is incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Hey, kill.
3rd and long.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, check. Hey, kill. What do you think?
Now Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 30.
Hey, go, kill.
First down, Cowboys.
What do you think?
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. That'll be intercepted. And the Ravens will take over possession here at the 44.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Hey, Ozzy. What? You at X.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's complete to the veteran, Nelson Aguilar. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
180.
From the gun, Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
No, we changed it.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. To the air one more time with Jackson. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Go. Score him. Sit up.
Jackson up top again. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. He's got it. And the Ravens are able to cut into the deficit. So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Yeah, here we go.
Now Vaughn. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards. 2nd down and 8. Carry here for Vaughn. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Got a man, that's Tolbert. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Yeah! There we go! Watch it! 26.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a Cowboys, and he is going to have the Chargers.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and
nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Lets it go downfield for Ferguson.
After playing pretty well the first 3 quarters, found themselves nursing a lead. It's a bad time to get the turnover bug here, Mike. I mean, that's twice now in the 4th quarter. They've turned the ball over, and instead of being in prime position to close this game out, they're fighting for their lives.
They'll drop to throw. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. Defenses dream about those, whether it's a pick 6 or a scoop and score. Even this one, Greg, 2 points. When the defense puts points on the board, they feel great about it.
Mike, talk about getting the job done on defense. Not only does it result in 2 points on the scoreboard, but now the offense is going to get the ball back, and likely with great field position.
First down, Prescott. Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Here's a designed run. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. To the left side, caught by Lamb. 2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock will stop at 35 seconds to go. One final chance for this defense. And here's third down. Dak to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Here we go. One final play. That's hauled in at the 2. And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be first and goal. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Justin Tucker has this all teed up, and we're underway from the bank. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Let's go. Go.
2nd and 8. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a New England first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
To the air on first down, May. That's to his running back, Antonio Gibson.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Let's go now. Trap 60.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And they take him down right along the 30. That's a pickup of 9. And the Patriots will have a first down. To the air yet again, May. That's incomplete left side. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. 70 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
May not have throw on 3rd. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Running once more with Henry. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tackled by Keon White there. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Jackson on 3rd and 1. Cut out left. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at first down here. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. Good little rip there, looks like about 6. All down that time by Jonathan Jones.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
It's a Baltimore touchdown! The Ravens get the game's first points here in the second. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this, but this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air, and the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. He puts some juice on a deep throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens are stopped and are going to have the football out beyond their own 30. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And they get this down to the 28. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Lamar now from the gun. He's on the move. He can run it. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun, Jackson. Finds his man over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Headed out right. He brings it in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's looking deep once again. That's grabbed inside the 30. He will go. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots make it a one-score game before halftime. Demario Douglas with the touchdown. Joey Sly on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This return starts at the 5. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. He lofts it deep left. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Hey, report.
Throwing again is Lamar. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jonathan Jones makes the play. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Return coming from the 6. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Jackson trying again after the pick. Fits it through the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. Fields it and starts the return from the end zone. He's past the 30. He crosses midfield. He's reached the red zone. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
And his kick is good. What an ending to our opening half as they take the lead. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Deontay Hardy to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. Great vision, gets him across midfield. At the 20. Touchdown! He takes the kick all the way back for 6. This half is off to an excellent start, Brock. Hopefully it's an indicator of the type of action we're going to see through to the end of this one.
Dude, these guys just come out of the locker room, Kate, and it's offense and it's defense and it's our scripts, but those special teams guys come out wanting to be special, and he was.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Here's 2nd and 2. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Nnamdi Madubuike making that stop.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
3rd and just 2 to go. From the gun, it's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
That's cut beyond the marker. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Let's go.
Going play action, May. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That looked like they were trying to bootleg out of some of this chaos, Kate, and unfortunately, well, he gets trapped right in the middle third, and you can't get to that space outside. You really do become a sitting duck in the middle of a broken play.
Putting a receiver in motion. Trying again, following the sack. Complete out to the right. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
That one's caught along the left sideline. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. He'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Throwing is May. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with first and goal. Here's May. Has it down close. Touchdown, New England. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Big play coming from the Patriots. They're going for 2.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. Chased out to his right. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. Well, Brock, they wanted the 2-score lead, and they got it. And now, I think it becomes a little bit easier to defend the lead in this second half.
It does. You know you're not such in a fragile situation. You got a little bit of cushion, but that attention to detail. Defensively, you cannot step off the gas. You cannot lose focus, but you sure do love looking up at that scoreboard and seeing a 2-possession lead.
Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
No, we changed it.
Now it's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second down.
Middle. Hey, Ozzy. Cut.
Another try following the sack. He puts everything behind this one. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So here's a big play from the Ravens as they line up for 2. Jackson throwing for it. And he gets into the end zone. That lead is now whittled down to a single point. They knew what they had to do, Brock. They got the score and now need to pull off this onside kick. And no luck. The Patriots are there to recover. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. To throw, here's May. He completes it in traffic. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Patriots clinging to a 1-point lead. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
All right, set now. 1st and 10. Gibson here from the gun. Big gap up the middle. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. Offense set for a 1st and 10. The give inside to Stevenson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Stevenson with another carry. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? They send a man in motion. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Go.
Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
It's a very important field goal for Joey Sly. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here he is to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Middle.
One final shot here. Rolling out to his left. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots emerge as winners as we say so long from Baltimore.
You